Well, hello there! Back from death, playing a gig in Kelso, 29th of this month, March 2025. A bunch of bands are playing, and it's gonna be a festival type thing, so we're just gonna listen to the bands, and
It'll be awesome.
yeah, see what we think about them. We're just gonna play the music and see what happens. So this is the event right here. So the first band, they're called Cartilage. You know, it's got this kind of zombie looking hand. They got tapes. Let's give them a listen. Cartilage, shoot, they're fast paced. They're almost reminding me a little bit of like old school grindcore. Good job, guys. So, what do you think of the vocal?
Like a tire, or like,
Almost like a panther.
yeah, or like a Tasmanian devil.
That's Cartilage. We're gonna move on. So this band we're gonna move on to is called Coffin Rot. This is the first song I pulled up for Coffin Rot. Driving.
Yeah. Speak to that.
So that's Coffin Rot.
Coffin Rot.
Kudos to Coffin Rot for being straight up just death metal.
Yeah, just that.
Alright, moving on, we're going to Petrification.
Petrified.
Petrified. Is it like the process?
The process to get petrified.
That's a good name, guys.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. So we're going to play a song called Sever Sacred Light. So the initial thought, there's a band that I remember digging up. It was a CD, but Baphomet. I don't know if that band rings a bell. It was a band called Baphomet.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Petrification. Moving on. So this band, Abiosis.
Abiosis.
Back from death. Well, we've shared stages with Abiosis before, but if you're not familiar with Abiosis, we're gonna get you more familiar with them. The Age of the Worm. What do you think that means?
The age of the worm, as soon as it was born and as soon as it dies, but once it gets chopped up, if it's an earthworm, it'll still live on both sides.
Yeah, you got two different existences. I don't know, but let's hear it. I don't think I've heard this one so far, so this is still a true reaction. Here we go.
And we have Mazaroth, what, vocals? For Mazaroth? Yes.
Kudos Abiosis.
Yeah,
Kudos.
kudos to you.
You know, so there's a lot of drum trickery that's happening, not just blast beats, but the blast beat to a regular beat ratio, blast beat for the win, always more blast beats.
Yeah.
New material is good. Next we're gonna hit up Ratking. I think they're from Seattle from what I'm seeing, so we're gonna click on this one. Looks like a human zombie holding its intestines in by some sort of, I can't really tell. Pretty cool. So far the artwork's super sick. Congratulations, you guys got a good artist.
Yeah.
But let's play Psychotic Reality from Ratking. Totally. Blast beats on point.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of, like, there's a couple times where the voice changes to where his voice sounds like old school Suffocation. Props on that.
Yeah.
Ratking.
Ratking.
You're king. Alright, so here we go into Mazaroth.
Mazaroth.
The most disgusting band. This is what it's all about. This is what they do. Super sick live. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Just get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It almost sounds like you're tearing your intestines right out of your stomach.
Yeah.
That's the sound he made. It happens.
Sounds like he's drinking booze. And he's just probably
Well,
getting.
he definitely is.
Yeah, drinking booze.
But he's also getting his intestines ripped out of his stomach while he's going through. The booze is going from here out of his stomach. Because there's a hole in his stomach.
Yeah.
So it's getting in here and out the stomach. Disgusting. Alright, hit on you guys.
Yeah.
Mazaroth. Always killing it. Alright, well after Mazaroth we're going to be talking about disease.
Disease. Alright.
You know they're gross.
Yeah.
So this song is called, I can't even read that to be honest with you. It's in Russian. I sure hope this is the right disease band. Let's give it a go either way.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah, like a chisel right
oh
there.
yeah, chainsaw, a chisel. It was like trash food.
It is like trash. It is like trash metal.
Yeah.
The tone. So ear piercing.
Yeah.
It almost feels like I'm getting razor blade. Sit calling razor. Coming. I got a chainsaw full of razor blades in my ear. Yeah, I'm just hoping that's the right disease band. So this next band, it's gonna be kind of hard to say their name without getting bleeped and blurred. Hateshitter.
Hateshitter.
So that is the last band. There are some bands that were on the flyer that did not have music on their page, and they were almost impossible to find. So if you didn't get reacted to, that's why. Get your music online and easier to find, please.
Camp.
So this is Hateshitter. There we go. Line 4. Screaming. I think that's Darren on drums.
Oh, yeah. Behind you.
I recognize it. Yeah, that's Darren.
Whoa.
How many bands are you in, Darren?
Character professional.
Yeah, is there. So it looks like this band is like a side project of other bands. Probably starting off, so it might be their, I haven't done a lot of research, but looks like they're fairly new, but these guys have been around for a while. They don't have any music yet on like Bandcamp or YouTube or anything yet. So this is the flyer, playing EREBUS March 29th. It's coming up here pretty soon. Yeah, EREBUS in Kelso, Washington. I will see you there. Yeah, and it was good to see these bands.
I am dead, but I would kill. Lost for a coffin, not to take her.